We know brine shrimps aren't cheap, but the amount you feed us is hilarious.
I never feed every day.
Don't be lazy. Just change water more often.
I don't have the luxury to make water changes as often as you wish.
Let's talk about our meal today.
I have been feeding you, so you're not happy with the food?
We felt you have been cheap in feeding us.
Do you know that the food I feed you aren't cheap?
We know brine shrimps aren't cheap, but the amount you feed us is hilarious.
I am doing this for your sake of good.
You mean starving us is good?
You see, I don't get back to office to see you guys, and so I cannot feed you every day. But I don't seem to lose any of you. In some case, I even see some breeding behaviors.
So you agree you're not feeding us every day?
I didn't. I never feed every day. So tell me, were you really starving during the days I don't feed you?
We have a fully planted tank, and there are food available everywhere. The dead plants and the microorganisms aren't the food that we really enjoy, but at days when you didn't feed us, that's our food source.
I have to admit, I did take into account of dead plants and microorganisms. Another major reason I hold back on feeding has to do with water quality. It's a sad experience. Back when I first built this tank, I was very happy seeing fishes grow big and breed. The more happier I am, the more food I feed you. For 2 weeks, I tried to feed you 2 times a day, and 10 minutes of food each time. 10 minutes means the food fed can be consumed within 10 minutes. Watching you eat is one of the best moments of the hobby. However, on the third week, I started to notice algae bloom. Immediately, I cut down lights and boosted the CO2 for 2 weeks. An algae problem is still there. As my recall, they were hair algae. I googled and realized that is probably a sign of too much phosphates. I quickly dipped the testing paper. NO2 and NO3 is reading 0. At that moment, I don't have any PO for a testing kit with me. I cannot confirm, but I began to reduce the feeding, especially the powdered food. I also made a huge water change, bought 30 shrimps, and a PO for a testing kit. A few days after, I reduced the feeding to once a few days. Algae begins to slow down. A week later, the hair algae were mostly gone. Fishes-wise, they were all fine and healthy.
You know what? We don't hate algae. They are also our food sources. So we don't really care if the extra feeding causes algae.
But the algae affects the plant's growth. You know, I love my plants as much as I love my fishes.
But I only love your food.
It's a balance between maintenance and feeding. There are no perfect formula for how much to feed.
Yep, we grow faster and bigger if you feed us more. And we definitely pull more also.
Any food that were not consumed will decompose into organic waste. There is a limit as to how much your plants and filter can process organic waste. When waste builds up to more than your filtration can take care, nitrogen, phosphate, and ammonia may spike.
Don't be lazy. Just change water more often.
I I don't have the luxury to make water changes as often as you wish. Sometimes once a week, and sometimes once per 2 weeks. For those of you who are watching this video, if you love feeding, make sure you have a regular water changing habits. Water change is the best way to dump out the pollution. If you love low maintenance, be sure to keep feeding at a low level.
Don't tell people to feed less. Tell people to change water more frequently.
Feeding and maintenance are on two sides of the scale. The more you feed, the more maintenance is required.
Stop suggesting low feeding is safe. We can starve to death.
Feeding is important. Few days without feeding is fine. Don't stretch that to a week or more. Your fishes may kill each other for food.
Feed us 3 times a day and change water twice a week.
Well, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell button. We'll see you soon.